Welcome viewers and welcome Barry Peatling to the Barry Peatling Football Show.
And welcome to you, Colin Sutcliffe, and all my viewers all around the world and all in the state. Hope you enjoy all the videos. We're trying to do our best down here, and sometimes the best is not good enough. We'll fill you in today about the big final, one of the finals on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, we've got a lot to talk about. AFL, we've got local footy. But firstly, what we'll talk about is something that happened a few years ago when you went up to the Wimmera. Tell us about that, Barry.
I went up there around about 3 years ago. I think it was about 2.5 years ago. I went up to Horsham. I rang up Murray Lawson. Anybody who's watching this video was in the Women League back in the 60s and 70s. You remember Murray Lawson? He was a #1 sports writer. And he said, I said, I'm thinking about picking my team in the 60s. He said, okay, Barry, I'll organise it with Paul Carazza and the Horsham Women Mail Times. I went up there and done the story, and I was expecting about sort of half a page or something, and I got front, back, and in the middle.
Now, they talk about the 60s in the Wimmera League as the golden era.
It was the best era around for sure.
They referred to it in the article as Paul Carazza.
Paul Carazza, he's a very good photographer.
And he was he said it was a golden era in the Women because they had the crowds, they had the people.
People everywhere, mate. Every week.
It was the sort of the farming decade, wasn't it?
The booming farming, because I worked on I was a wheat farmer, Colin, driving tractors and carting hay and crushing sheep, and it was the crowds were paying. We used to get average about probably £1,200 home game, Colin. It was a lot of money back
at the gate, was it?
The gate.
Yeah.
It was always packed around because we had a very good. We were probably the king of the 60s. We won 3 flags.
Okay. So it was for a small town, which is pretty big. Now tell us a little bit about this article that tell us a little bit.
I picked all my players from the time I was up there, from 60 to 65, and I had a fair idea who was good and who wasn't good. And you can read some of them players.
Get a few names. Morris Marks, Aboriginal player.
Played for the champion wingman.
Mick Simon, he was the captain.
Captain coach of Rependip. Best centre man in the competition.
Died recently.
Died 2 years ago.
Your mate Ian Morgan.
Superstar.
John Ryan.
He's my mate. We went up together.
Okay, and he made the interchange. So he was pretty good, but not. He was pretty good. He made the team of the 60s.
Of course he did. He was a very good centre half back. Very quick for his size.
You still keep in contact with him?
I seen him about 12 months ago. He's going alright. He's up and back in Fish Creek.
Colin Wilson, was he captain coach or not?
Captain,
or just the coach? Because Mick Simon was the coach.
Yeah, I picked Mick Simon as captain. Colin Wilson as the coach, I think.
Yeah, okay, so non-playing.
Non-playing, but Colin Wilson, he played for Melbourne, but he was a very good footballer too. I know he's still up in Horsham. I'm pretty good friends with Colin Wilson.
Oh, okay, very good.
And, he used to give me the sort of write-ups in the paper when he was writing when I was up there.
Very good.
But I picked myself vice captain, and I was the best rower up there. Charlie too was Charlie too his second rower?
Yes, he is. You have with your big cutout book there. Have you recently that has been lost? Have you found that?
Yeah, I did find that.
You did find it. Okay.
For that because that picture was taken at Lola Daggett's place. Would you believe? Paul Carriage has come up to Lola because he lives in Horsham.
That's a friend of yours, yeah.
Well, her husband was president when I was up there. Ken Daggett, great man.
There you go. So a bit of a local identity.
So it was a pretty good. As I said to you before I went up, I said if I get a nice little corner or something, it'd be nice. But
it was
on
full
the front
page,
the back page, and a full page. Pretty good story.
Okay, Barry, let's get straight into the game then. Just tell us about the ground and the conditions.
The ground's in perfect conditions for sure, and there is another poor crowd, Colin.
A poor crowd?
Poor crowd.
Very good day it was. Like
perfect day. About
20 degrees or something like that. It was a very nice, but a poor crowd. Okay.
Very good day for football, but it was, well, I mean, I don't know what's wrong with these people. Whether they're charging too much to get in or not, but it's going to be lucky to be 1,000 people.
Yeah, because it was a Frankston game. Bonbeach. Well, they would have thought, we're going to roll over Bonbeach.
Well, YCW would have been 2-1 on to win. But I thought they'd I've picked Bonbeach 4 weeks ago to win the flag.
You're on Bonbeach at the moment.
I'll stick with them too.
Yep. Alright, well...
And I think EDS, or I don't think, EDS is going to be playing YCW next week for the preliminary final. I think EDS might beat YCW.
Okay.
But anyway, who cares about that? But Bonbeach is my side.
Well, we need your opinion because the people are interested.
Bonbeach is, I think, I wouldn't be too sure, but I reckon this is probably their first grand final since I've been following Chelsea. It's 15 years.
Right, okay, fair enough.
And I was very excited in the rooms after the game. Bonbeach boys, why not?
Let's get into the game, first half.
Well, the first half was a very even first half, Colin. Ashley Eames, the number one, Ashley Eames, he was...
We've heard about him over the years.
He's passed his by date. He was pretty ordinary on Saturday. He got a few knockouts, but after half time, Dylan Jones and Jimmy Norton, they cleaned up in the ruck hills. But that was pretty even because at least the half time score was 4-5 YCW to 4-7 Bonbeach.
Well, that's pretty...
That is
2 points
even
difference.
as you can get, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the second half, in the third quarter, Bonbeach kicked goals. That was the winning quarter. Kicked 6 goals. A fellow called Foster, Sean Foster, kicked 3. I'll say something about him later. Foster, McDonald, and Rebasini. Rebasini, he is a superstar, that fella. Rebasini, one of the best kicks I've ever seen in my life the last 20 years. But they started to get on top, and of course McDonald was taken over. He started to take over, especially in the last quarter. He kicked 2 beautiful goals on the boundary line. That's Shane McDonald. I told you about him. Everyone knows that he's a superstar. But the other fella, Smith. His name Jason Smith, I think.
Does he play for Bonbeach?
Yeah, he's number 26, I think he is. But anyway, it was a pretty. They got within 4 points. They wasn't heading all day, Bonbeach, but they got within 4 points in the last quarter of YCW, but they just fought back and kicked goals and won by 10 points.
Won by 10 points. Wow. But a close game, but the best team won in the end.
Oh, yeah, best. YCW next year they got about 6 or 7. I was talking to Snake about there's a lot of 30, 32.
Okay.
But they're going to be a little bit in trouble next year.
Okay, so the players are getting older.
They're on the down.
Very good.
And Bonbeach is on the up.
All right, Barry, give us the list of goal kickers.
Goal kickers for Bonbeach. McDonald kicked 3. Callum McQueen, mentioned him later too, kicked 3 beautiful goals. Foster 3 goals, and Daniel Smith, not Sean. Daniel Smith kicked 2.
Very good.
And for YCW, Ricky Morris kicked 3. Good footballer, Ricky Morris, still rover. David Bowley kicked 2 goals. They were the main goal kickers.
So give us the group of best players then.
For Bonbeach, Paul Rebasini, very good football, Paul Rebasini. Shane McDonald, Sean Foster, Gary Carpenter,
ex-Chelsea,
He played with Chelsea last year. He played a very good. He's tough as nails. He takes a big mark too. Gary Carpenter, Dylan Jones. After half time, him and Jimmy Norton, they took over the ruck. Mark Tyrrell, Daniel Smith, and Callum McQueen.
Okay, very good. Give us the votes. One vote.
No. YCW's best players.
Best players. Okay.
Ricky Morris, David Bodley, Kyle Hutchison. He played a very good game. Kyle Hutchison. Tony Lester, he was a bit quiet, but he's generally a superstar. Benny Tallis and Michael Chapman.
Alright, now the votes. One vote.
One vote to Sean Foster. They're all to Bonbeach.
Okay, 2 votes.
2 votes to Shane McDonald. Played his usual brilliant game.
Yeah, but not as good as last week.
Oh, he still had his 25 possessions and 3 goals and assisted another 3.
3 votes.
3 votes to Paul Rebasini, a superstar.
Oh, really good. And he plays for Bonbeach as well.
He's I'll tell you something about him later, but he's very good to watch, Paul Rebasini.
Give us your highlights, Barry.
Now, some of the highlights. That Sean Foster's, I think it might have been his second goal in the third quarter, just before the bell went. He was at least 65 metres out at centre half forward. Went through the goals post high.
Wow. So a bomb.
And he kicked another 2 goals, one on the boundary, who was a glorious goal. I mean, he's just a very good footballer, Sean Foster. Of course, Shane McDonald kicked after half time, and especially in the last quarter, he just took over in the last quarter. But he kicked 2 on the boundary, right on the boundary. It's no trouble to make it. He just banged it through. And who else? Of course, Rebasini. He's doing the kicking in. I'll tell you something now. He's a bit like Stephen Cummings, who played for Chelsea a few years ago. Every time he used to kick the ball, you think the ball's going to burst.
Oh, really? Just boom.
He was kicking the ball out right on the wing. I reckon he's counting in his 4 or 5, 6 yards from when the fullback's allowed to kick out with. I reckon they've gone 70 metres. And very, very low. I reckon they go 70 metres.
Wow.
He'd be one of the longest kicks I've seen for a long, long time, Paul Rivasani. Plus, he's a very good footballer. And who else was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah, because
some other comments on the game?
Well, I mean, Shane McDonald, he wasn't as brilliant as he was last week, but he's just there when they need him. He just gets up and he hits the packs and he kicks the goal. He kicked the goal. I think it might have been the goal in the last quarter. He took a handball on the wing, handball back to someone. It went past, picked it up, kicked 60-metre goal.
Incredible.
Pressure goal.
Pressure goal.
It lifts the whole side. He's just a little marvel. Well played against Shane.
So that's it for the comments on the game, or?
Yeah, that's about all I can say, because I think that they'll be playing. Well, they won't know who they'll be playing, because YCW is playing EDS. I've got a funny feeling that EDS might beat.
So what are you doing next week?
I'll be going over there.
Who's playing?
Frank's from YCW and EDS.
Okay, so
because EDS beat was it Mornington? No, Pines, I think, it is on Sunday.
Yep. By
5 goals. So I think
should be interesting.
Well, I think YCW. Bonbeach is, I reckon, is a classy side at the moment, but I mean, YCW might be getting a bit tired.
Okay.
Getting a bit old.
Well, that's it for the local football, and you're going to the game next week. But what about the AFL? What about your mighty boys, the Tigers?
Oh, what's the Tigers? They're going to be alright. They're playing next Sunday, right?
Sunday against Carlton at 3:20.
We'll beat them by 6 goals upwards.
Better be on the tally. You'll be able to.
What time is it?
3:20.
3:20 in the afternoon start.
Yep.
Oh, that'll be alright.
That'll be right. No problem.
They fixed up Essendon. They just mucked around with Essendon, but they won by 6-7 goals. But the Tigers, so if we get beat, we're out, aren't we?
Finished, yeah. It's an elimination final.
Elimination final, that's right. I think that I would think Richmond would probably be $1.40, $1.50.
Okay, yeah. Even though that over the last 11 games, Carlton's won 10 of them.
Well, that's history. That's what's gone.
But they did win the last game, didn't they? Richmond beat them last time.
I don't know, but I don't know that passed before. But I just think that Richmond's got himself. Christian Newman back and Jackie Rewell back.
That's his first final, isn't it, Chris Newman?
He breaks the record. 232 games without a final.
Yeah. Well,
a long time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a long
time. He'd be a big asset because he's a star, Christian Newman.
So we'll look forward to that next week. That's the AFL final start, and there should be some interesting games there.
When's it start? Friday night, isn't it?
Friday night, Saturday.
Hawthorn Sydney again, isn't it?
Yep, grand final replay. And then it's going
to be... They played last week.
Yeah.
They're playing each other again?
Yep.
You should know each other by now, wouldn't they?
Should know each other, but it should be a different game, I think. Alright, so it should be interesting. We'll look forward to the results of what happens there.
Oh, I think the Tigers will get up by at least 6 goals upwards.
Alright, any Cheerios, Barry?
Oh yeah, I got a cheerio to my little Philippine lady, little darling Annie, and Carl. She's got a new video out. Little Carl got this
new video?
A new dancing video, 2.5 minutes.
Oh, on YouTube or Facebook?
On Facebook.
Facebook, okay.
She's a very good dancer, little Carl, and because they've been having power blackouts up there all the time. Philippines. You wouldn't want to live there. 9-hour blackout 2 days ago. 9 hours. What do you do? No fans, no electric fans, nothing. Just die. But anyway, cheerio to you, Annie, and little darling, and I don't know what's happened to PH. See whether he's still alive. PH, give me a call and let me know what's going on. Because the Tigers are going well.
Yeah.
You'll be able to watch them next Sunday night because they'll be Carlton.
Any other Cheerios to your international?
Oh, yeah, all the international. I got some replies from Egypt. Not Egypt. What's the name of the
Middle East?
Yeah, one of the places in Egypt and Cyprus.
Oh wow.
That's in Egypt, isn't it?
Yeah, they haven't. Yeah, that's an island. In the
Mediterranean. I've got a couple of replies from my other videos, and I just checked it out last week. And of course, the United Kingdom, and United States, and Japan, Latvia, Japan. You said last week I got 86 countries around the world.
86 countries in the world that you're which is.
So cheerio, I haven't mentioned you before. Cheerio to all your people over around the world. 86 countries.
Very good.
Great effort.
I think you covered it all.
So that's about all from me.
And that's goodbye from me.
We'll see you next week. Bye bye. Just remember they're going to try and take on the game and we're going to come off here, aren't they? So with our forfeit, you have to stand in front of them, making sure they cannot walk great things back there. U-shape really important, really important, okay? So the three things I want you to take out of this quarter, okay? Not popping up to them in there, alright? Still taking them through the corridor and all those sorts of things, alright? And forward line,
Right, boys.
okay? Gumby, Joshy, Paul, Jacko, Joe, Ferraro, River. Alright, really good through there. River, nice and clean.
Good Rev.
Keep being strong over that footy, mate. Backing in, putting your big body over there.
Boy, Rev.
Okay, Ant Hogan, Robbo, DJ, big cut, big through there. Massive quarter, boys. Massive quarter. That's all we can do, alright?
Four boys, four boys.
Alright, what's the back stopping you? That's it, Owie Turkey, very good. Bobby to make up Cal. Keep mixing up.
Awesome, boys.
Come right up. Make sure that pressure must be relentless. Lock it in, lock it in, lock it in. Rui, Smitty, Juddy.
Good, Roo. Good team. Good work, Rui. Put on the front.
Make sure loud early voice, and we can hit that one through the middle and really scare them off.
How much do we want it?
New quarter, we're into a grand final. Congratulations. All we'll be out to that hard footy. When we're harder at footy than anyone else, we know that we'll be able to go to the environment. Probably, in a situation that is a little bit boring, so we've got to just make sure that, you enjoy the ride, alright? It's a long 2 weeks, I can tell you. Alright, but, we've just got to get back to training on Tuesday, make sure we recover well. Nothing changes, that's why we've got our routines and things like that. Alright, get up and really enjoy that tonight because you deserve it. We've got to enjoy the wins, it's addictive, isn't it? Hey? And we get back to the track on Tuesday and go through what we did wrong. We've still got a lot of things that we need to improve as well. So I think we can improve on that performance, and that's what we're going to focus on. And we get a bit of a rest this week, and then week off next week. So congratulations, we've got ourselves in the Hard work, not even nearly done. Well done.